What's up, guys? Sleepz here with another episode of my Journey to Ultimate Team. We're going to start this episode off doing the daily FUTmas SBC. I did not do the one from yesterday because it was not a very good one. All you got for it was a jumbo gold pack, and I just didn't feel like getting a jumbo gold pack. Kind of a waste of my gold players. This one, however, is a little bit better. We get a premium gold players pack, which, like I've said multiple times on this channel, they aren't my favorite packs, but it's certainly better than a jumbo gold. So we're going to go ahead and redeem that now and open it. We also have, in addition to opening up this 25k pack, we have the 15k pack, which you get free every single week for pre-ordering the game. So we're going to open that one first to kind of maybe warm up the 25k pack, get a bit of luck in that one. And in this one, as you guys can tell, we do not get a billboard player, but we do get an 82 overall, and he doesn't look a bad player. It is Keita Balde Diao. So we're going to store these guys into the club. Of course, recycle the players that we get in packs for future SBCs, and then we will now move on to this 25k pack. Now let's see if EA can finally prove me wrong. Maybe these 25k packs aren't horrible, and yes, they are horrible, because you can tell by the little icon there not being fat and juicy that there is no billboard within, and it is another 82 overall. So we did get back-to-back 82s, just one short of being billboard players, but of course Willian Jose is not exactly what we're looking for. But we got plenty of players back. See, like, we put 11 gold players in and we basically get 11 gold players back. So there's no problem doing SBCs like that when I'm guaranteed to get at least the players that I put in straight back. So moving on, guys, to the reason of today's title, and it is because we are getting 92 Suarez for our La Liga team. Now, you guys are noticing that I have not sold the Serie A team. You see it there on the bench. Two reasons for that. One is that I recorded this video quite late at night, and sometimes when you try to list players late at night, their players do go up sometimes, or the prices do go up sometimes, but sometimes they go down because it's not as active, the market, and so people just keep undercutting. So that was one reason. But the main reason is because the market has gone through a huge crash. I think people are starting to prepare for Team of the Year because January is here in 2 weeks, and it's causing players' prices to come plummeting down. I mean, getting Suarez, that's one of the reasons I bought Suarez, because he was in a situation where a lot of people were undercutting Suarez, and I got him finally at 450. And when I looked on the market, like an hour or two later, the cheapest buy now was at 475. So that was kind of my situation with my more expensive players like Dybala and that. But like I said, the market is going through a huge dip in anticipation of Team of the Year. And I think it's like borderline too cheap, if you ask me. And I kind of am predicting that come Thursday, once it's weekend league time again, it's going to go through, it's certainly not going to rebound, but I think it'll just give a little bit of a rise so that I can get maybe a little bit more value for my players. Because if I were to sell Dybala last night when I recorded this video, it would have been a loss of over 100,000 coins. It would have been like really bad. So hopefully maybe he goes up 10, 15, 20k by Thursday as people make their teams for weekend league, and I can get those 20,000 coins in my pocket, because at this point I am going to lose coins, but I don't want to lose a whole 100,000 coins. So hopefully I'm going to minimize my losses by waiting just another day or two in anticipation of weekend league. So moving on to these matches, guys. You guys see that we are indeed playing online single matches, and the reason for that is because a lot of the weekly objectives have to do with online single matches. And what we're trying to do here is get the FUTmas Carroll, which I'll be honest, I'm probably never going to use, but I think it's kind of cool to have him in the club, you know, kind of as, even if it's just a collector's item. And there are also 2 packs up for grabs. I forget which they are, but the requirements for those are to score, I should start off with the requirements for Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll, what you have to do is score 3 headers, which is probably the annoying part. And for the other ones, you just simply have to play 3 matches and score 10 goals. The one that's a pain is the headers, because I score very few headers. I have small strikers / strikers that really aren't known for their heading ability. Like, I have Suarez and Griezmann on this team, and I have Perisic and Dybala on the other. And on top of that, I'm playing a narrow formation, so there's not much wing play unless my fullbacks overlap. So scoring these headers was going to be a pain. So going into these online single matches, what I was kind of looking to do, I didn't particularly care if I won or lost. All I cared about was scoring those headers at the end of the day. So what I tried to do was kind of like get the lead and maybe like get my opponent a little impatient, maybe pressuring where perhaps they shouldn't be pressuring, to open up space, so I could just whip in crosses and just spam crosses once I'm up maybe 2 or 3-0. So that was my game plan. I did manage to get a header in that first game, and it was actually a Suarez debut goal. So what a great way to get a debut goal is getting rid of that header for me. And then that's all, though. We only got the 1 header, so we're still in the search of 2 more. We have 1 game behind us, and I think in that last game I actually scored 5 goals. So we've already scored half of the goals that we need for one of the packs. So in this game, you guys see we're actually up 2-0, and it is 100% because my opponent made 2 silly mistakes. The first one being with the goalkeeper, and the second one, he was like doing a skill on the box. I'm not sure what's going on. So once I was up 2-0, you guys saw there, I'm trying to cross it. into the area, and you guys see I even switched the formation to 4-3-3, and I actually put Casemiro as striker to just improve my chances. I'm just so desperate to score these headers because they just don't come often for me. We didn't get a header in that one. So moving on to this next match, which we would have to play no matter what, because obviously we need to play the 3 matches, and I could kind of tell just by looking at this guy's team that he was kind of trying to do the same thing as me, and I came up against 1 or 2 that were just literally trying to spam crosses, and it sort of made it easier to defend because I knew that literally they just wanted to run down the wing every single time, and I just kept defending the wing, and it made these games like much easier because it was just very predictable attack. So you see we're up 1-0 in this one, and just before this one I did try for a cross to maybe get a goal from a header. It didn't work out for us, and we are going to go up 2-0 there with Suarez. And then at this point is when I start kind of just spamming crosses. You guys are going to see, I think the next few clips are literally just me trying to swing them in. Paulinho right there, oh, I really wish he would have hit the target. That one absolutely killed me. He was wide open. Suarez at the back post, but Schmeichel there does make the save, keeping it out of the near post. And then Griezmann right here, again, we find some space. We're going to cross this one in. There's Paulinho, and that time we finally do connect with one, and it does end up in the back of the net. So we only need one more. And I was hoping to just kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone in this one. At this point, I already have the 10 goals. I know all I have to do is get 1 more header, and I would literally just be done with online single matches, which is the preferable situation. But so far, no luck. It is the 80th minute. We're running out of time. I crossed that one to Suarez. I really wanted that to be on his head. If he would have done a diving header, that would have been great. But no luck. So we win that one 5-0. I almost said lose because it literally felt like a loss because I was like, oh, I have to play these pointless online single matches again for an Andy Carroll that I'm never going to use. But I'm a completionist, guys. If there's a free card up for grabs, no matter how terrible it is, I'm probably going to want to go for it, especially if it has like a cool look to it, or in this case, it's like a FUTmas theme. We're definitely going to want that in the club. So moving on to this next match, guys. Literally, we're just in search of 1 header. That's all we care about. We open up the scoring. Dybala there absolutely rips that one. And I did end up switching to this team because even though, like I said, the focus really isn't on this team anymore. We have Suarez on the other team. We have Griezmann, which, by the way, that Griezmann-Suarez combo has felt filthy so far. I don't know if it's been like a fair gauge because I am playing online single matches. And when you're playing these matches, you don't necessarily know if you're playing somebody in Division 8, 10. Like, you could be playing somebody in a terrible division. They're just bad FIFA player. So we'll see how that Suarez-Griezmann combo really is once we get back into more competitive matches. But so far, like the early signs, wow, like Suarez feels amazing. I'm very happy with that purchase. And the Griezmann-Suarez combo, like I said, it's just amazing. I had to get rid of that Bakambu. It kind of made my attack significantly weaker because people were just sort of only worried about Griezmann, and it was fair enough because Bakambu wouldn't do much at some times. So anyways, guys, you guys see there, we didn't score a header. I'm kind of going off on a tangent. I apologize for that. We didn't score a header in that last match, and I figured we'd try. I was going to try until I got it, basically. I'm like, I'm not going to stop playing these single matches until I get it. So we're moving on to 1 more single match in this episode, guys. And you see I started off early with the crosses in this one. It falls to Paulinho. There is Butland with the save on the rebound. And then this guy actually is going to go up pretty early in this one, just 10 minutes in. He did have that FUTmas Antonio, which looked really, really good. I was actually considering doing that one, but just the fact that I didn't have a Prem team, I wasn't really sure if I wanted a super sub. I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to pass on this one. I don't really care enough to get him. And Antonio was proving to be a problem in this one. He did open up the scoring, and then Dembele makes it 2-0 just 7 minutes later right there in the 17th minute. And then Sane's in behind with all this pace. He is going to do a little skill move to cut it back, and there is Antonio picking up a second. So we're down 3-0 in this one. And at this point in the game, I thought it was just like well and truly over. I'm like, oh, down 3-0. It is a GG, and I had just about given up. But I'm kind of like trying to bait him into tackling right here. And then Suarez gives us a lifeline. It's the 35th minute. We pull one back. I'm like, okay, I can score two goals in 1 half of football. The game is still on. And then right before the stroke of halftime, you see we're through here with Griezmann. He tries to take me out. We get over that slide tackle. Keeper's off his line. And once he did that, he basically made that finish 1,000 times easier. Just passed it off to Suarez, and Suarez is going to pass that into the empty net. And then at the beginning stages of the second half, there's Griezmann with kind of like a standing shot where he just kind of swung his leg at it. Inside it went, and now this one is drawn level 3-all. And then Suarez right here is going to send a lovely chip through ball. There is Ben Yedder on the 5-star weak foot, and he's going to be finishing that every day of the week. So with the comeback is complete, We're up 4-3 in this one, and I'm swinging in these crosses. Normally I take them short, but you guys know I am in search of a corner, or a header I should say. Paulinho there does get lucky, so we are up 5-3. And then finally, guys, we do get the header, and it comes from somebody strange. It is Dybala. I had made a substitution and a change. I changed it to the 4-3-3-2 again, and I actually just brought in Perisic, Mertens, and Dybala on the left wing. And you guys saw there, that was an attempt at the Sleepz celebration, but the flailing arms is so pathetic. If you guys go back a few seconds and watch that again, that was me trying to do the flailing arms from back in the day. It is just like miserable. That's why I don't do the Sleepz celebration. They killed my celebration. It's just bad. It's no fun anymore. But anyway, we got the header. We have all these requirements complete. And just like that, we do have ourselves a FUTmas Carroll, which, like I said, we'll probably never use. It's not a very good card overall. It does have 99 heading accuracy, though, but yeah, not a card I really see myself using in this game. But on top of that, we do get the packs for completing the 3 games and scoring 10 goals, which is an Electrum Players pack and a Premium Gold pack. So not the greatest packs, but you know what? They're free. We're going to take those all day. So we're going to go ahead and open up this first one. Of course, we don't get any boards, but we do get a rare player. Who is it going to be? It is going to be Victor Moses. You can tell it's going to be him immediately when you get right wing back. These cards are also, by the way, untradeable, so it kind of sucks that you can't do anything with them if you were to pack anything sick. And that's okay, though. We're going to store all those. It's consumables at the end of the day, and I'm not interested in that coach or the stadium. It doesn't really matter. I know I'm not getting coins for them, but I just don't really want them. So moving on to the Electrum Players pack, guys. There's only one rare in this one, so the chance of you getting like a decent player is extremely low. If I'm not mistaken, it's just 6 silvers and 6 golds with just the 1 rare. So you guys see there, we didn't get anything great, and of course we cannot sell this. It's all untradeable, so we're going to store all of that into the club, maybe use them for future SBCs at the very least. And before we wrap this episode up, we are going to go to our transfer list because we do have a little bit of activity going on. You guys have seen that I've basically cleared out most of my 84s and 83s. Well, I cleared out all of my 84s, but what I mean by most is most of my informs. I basically sold the ones that had gone up in value. This is why you don't sell your informs, guys. If you get informs that are worthless, do not sell them right away. They basically always go up in value no matter what, because of SBCs, because of maybe icons coming out, and they require Team of the Week players, Player of the Month, things like that. They will always go up in price, and those cards that I had were going for discard value. And for one of them, I got almost 25,000 coins for. We got 18,000 coins for the Adebayor. We got 18,000 and 17,000 for 2 discard informs. And then, of course, I offloaded those 84s because there's been a FUTmas leak. I know every single one of the FUTmas cards that are coming out, I'm interested in none of them, so I no longer have any desire to keep these 84s. So I'm going to sell them and cash out while I can, getting anywhere between 4,000 to 5,000 coins for all of those. So after selling everything there, I probably made somewhere around 100,000 coins because I also offloaded players like Marquisio, Glick, and they were worth a little bit more. So about 100,000 to maybe 115,000 coins made there to kind of give us some coins back after taking that hit from buying Suarez. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you're all enjoying the series. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.